But what I want to show you today is how we hang a kitchen door and how we can adjust a kitchen door, okay? Because it's quite an easy way of doing it. Okay, they've been made, especially these days, really quite simple, okay? To the point where we've just basically got, it's a clip situation, so we just clip the hinge onto the locating section of the hinge, okay, that's fixed on the inside of the unit. So sometimes, 9 times out of 10, they'll come fixed already on the side of the unit. If not, that's just something we have to put on, okay? But if you do have to fit it, okay, which you will have to at some point, all the time, you have an arrow, okay? Now that arrow represents how it should sit with the bracket on here, okay? So if I flip this side, what happens is that we've got a little lever on the back there, okay? So I pull the lever, that comes off. So that's fixed onto the side of the unit. The arrow shows you which side it should be facing. So it should be facing outward, okay? So that it can go into the hinge here, okay? So when you offer the hinge up, what we're doing, that's fixed into the side of the unit. We offer the door up. We've got like a little notch in the front section there, and a little bar in the section of the hinge. That goes over there, look, and as the door shuts, okay, or we locate it a little bit more, we just push the hinge into position and it clicks in place, okay? Now, that isn't I mean, there's probably even easier ones to use than that now, but years ago you'd have a tiny screw, offer it up, put the screw over the right place, tighten it up, okay? That's even easier, the click system, all right? So that's sort of how it works. So I'm just going to offer this one up here, look, so you can see. So I'm going to offer the door up, okay? It sort of locates itself and it literally clicks into place. Okay, so it locks itself in, okay? And it's there ready to go then. Sometimes over time, they can wear a little bit and you'll find they can unclip and that, depending if you've got kids swinging off them and stuff like that. So there's a bit of that.
You cover the door and the door just comes with it.
Say again?
You go to open the cupboard door and the door just falls off.
That's right, yeah. All right, so the only problem is with this, right, is that we've just clicked it into position. Bang on, nice. We would consider that job done if we sort of shut the door and the door lines up nicely. But if it doesn't, we've got to do a secondary sort of process. Now what I've got here is, at the moment at the bottom here, that's lining up quite nicely with the bottom of this door, okay? And they're both touching the unit, I can feel that. As I rise my hand up, I can just feel there's a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a flex. Obviously, if you've got a long line of kitchen doors, that would look rubbish, wouldn't it? So what we're going to have to do is do that little bit of adjustment. The second thing we're going to do is just look at the gaps. Okay, so I'm going to look at the gap on the top. Is it parallel with the, is it in line with the next door? Okay, and then is this gap here nice and parallel down there? Well, at the moment, it's not really. It's a little bit further out than the top than it is at the bottom. So I want to get that nice and in line, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on the fact that it's twisted first. So what I can do is I can go back to my adjustment section of the hinge. And I've got 2 screws here, okay? I don't know if you can zoom in on this. I've got 2 screws. The back screw, on this particular model of the kitchen hinge, controls the hinge going that way, okay? So that's how I can sort this little twist out. The second screw, okay, this one here, controls whether the hinge comes that way. So I can sort that little bit out here, okay, as well as doing it on the bottom if I need to as well. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to just take the door in slightly to try and alleviate the problem there. So you might want to choose to do this with a screwdriver. It's fine with a drill, just you don't need it on speed 2, so nice and slow. And you just need to be aware of how much you're doing. So shut the door. Still a little bit of flex in it, so we're starting, so we might as well get it absolutely bang on. Try again, and that solved that issue. The next issue I had was the fact that it was out of line, so I'm just going to sort that out now. by using the second screw. Wind it in. Okay. And it just comes down to your judgment. There we go. And that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. Easy. Okay. Thank you very much.